All right, peace. Just want to come back with a quick video. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies we aren't consumed. Just want to come back with a quick, let's go out there showing that love and kindness, man. It's just crazy how the Most High in your house shall reveal things to you, man. And the Lord willing, the next video I do, um, I will kind of go into that. Actually, well, I might talk about three things because I want to talk about something. But it's so important to look. I really have to do this even more, even 10 times, like Baruch says. Because I was just reading Baruch 3 yesterday, but Baruch 4 says, "As it was your mind to go away from the Most High house, I seek Him 10 times more." Like just like it was my mind, like when I first came into knowledge, came in the Word, to like not look at look at it from our point of view, from the Most High house that's point of view. You gotta do that 10 times more, man. Just because they come in the volume of the book, man. House shot comes in the volume of the book, man. So I just really want to go into that, man, because I just sat here and really how important it is to think and meditate on things, because yeah, man, I'm just sitting here amazed, like wow, like it's really kind of at a loss for words. So that's just it is what it is. But I'm gonna get into this too, because it's doing early. I just got my haircut, but still I'm getting kind of on this. But even though it's the 1st of November, and it's the 1st of November, and also too, even though it's proper, even though I always say, like, shout out to Elder Bro Judah Mack, and the shout out to Maserati too, but I'll shout out to Elder Bro Judah Mack, because he brought out, a while back, or how there's a problem. I mean, of course people know this, even our brothers and sisters Christianity know this, or a lot of people know there's a proverb for each month in the of them each day of the month. So and today's the first. So, but also too, I just like going to. I use that same tactic for the wisdom books. Like, okay, like I'm gonna look at Psalms, Job 1, or Psalms 1, or Ecclesiastes 1, or well, not it's not Ecclesiasticus 1, or or yeah, things of that nature. Even though they don't have 31 books, but his books was wisdom, I kind of did that with that. But it is what it is. But also too, but this was like a while back. I was looking at Job 1, because let me get to the point. Because one of my students, all last year they was doing that to old school I was at too. They had made fun of ball, they had the ball jokes, things of that nature. But it's crazy, because back in, that's how it's kind of it was always time, because back in the 90s, man, that was like ball things. Shoot, what, it was a bunch of ball headed jakes, like ball headed so called black man that that just it was more a thing, like Jordan, in the rap world, Onyx, I mean Tupac, X, DMX, being ball, that's kind of but now it's more of, I don't know now, but that was his name, then. So I don't see Baldy's making a comeback though. I mean, could, but I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, am I missing something with being bald? Like, does that make you I don't know. Does that make you such a bad person if you don't have hair? I don't get it. I think it's funny, but I get it, man. It's a people thing. People just doing natural hair jokes. Jake gonna be Jake. People just gonna joke about it. It's all good. But but yeah, man, that's one thing too. But I just want to get into it, because a lot of times Leviticus 19 and 27, I kind of want to revisit that. And that's not going to that's for tonsuring. I touched on that in the past. That's for tonsuring. That's not going to not against having bald head, because I'm about to get it. Because Job was a perfect man, a faithful man. So and shout out to brother send me firstborn, because a lot of times when we mourn, when we are mourning things of that nature, a lot of times they would rent their clothes and shave their heads. So that's not a thing. So that's not really what that's going into, so, man. So yeah, man, that's just it is what it is too. But also too, man. But even with the jokes like that, when students make, or people make, one, I had a little situation. I think I told y'all this story when it happened, man. I was like, it was only one time that bothered me. Not, it didn't bother me per se, because what they said is just this. Because listen, man, especially and this is another thing too, man. This is too high what we gotta get back to, man. Because I know I talk about the generational warfare, but especially as younger men, even myself, you still, it's still a level of respect you have to have, for older men, or just men. No, it's not just the men. There's a level of brothers that there's this level of respect for brothers that that your other brother that if you're in the war, out the war, you should have, man. That's how I could tell, shout out to brother send me firstborn, how how matriarchal our nation is. But that's all prophecy, of course, Isaiah 3 and 12, and other places, things of that nature. But because because honestly, like when you're raised by like like a lot of times women like are just overly like you could tell they wanted. That's the thing is too when that penis envy comes in when they want to be man or what they think is being man is when you're being overly disrespectful, and that's the total opposite of real man. Because actually, honestly, like no, honestly, like actual real man is not going to be overly like disrespectful to another. Just love certain level of code and conduct and respect you should just have. Like women like think a lot of times women honestly and like brothers that were raised by women like even though I was too like things of that nature right, but it's a certain level of respect and also too being in certain environments, man, like being from like even though I was in the street, dude, I was in the streets, man, but being from that, like being around that, man, it's like a level of certain respect you should have. But nowadays I was noticed that like that's how I can tell like when a man hasn't been or he's been like raised by another man that hasn't taught him that like the level of respect you should just have for other men, also too, or raised by women, because like because or how overly disrespectful like you can just be like pretty much. Because I say that to say, man, because one, I'm gonna get to the story, like because like I think a while back, man, I told you I was kind of trimming my beard a little bit, messed it up, had to go back to the barbershop. It was late. It was actually my first day of the job I was starting, man, and so I was on my way there. It was kind of my fault too. I shouldn't have walked around those young brothers like that. But one, I could tell they was wannabes because listen, y'all live out here in the county, in the damn near the suburbs. Y'all talking about cops walk past, Esau walk past, like the cops are past. Y'all talking about some fuck 12, fuck 12. I'm like, listen, y'all go to school out here. Y'all not really like that. Then two, I walked around them, which that was wrong with my part. I wasn't trying to. I was just on my mind's like, all right, cool. I gotta get there before the barber closed. But they were like, oh cool, because they probably felt some way like, okay, who's this trying to like walk in front of us, like walking on the sidewalk. Then one of them said like, oh, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. I was just like, that what they said didn't bother me. Is the fact that like I was just sitting there, I looked back, I was like, even though I even shouldn't look back, and I just shook my head, I was like, listen, man, what y'all like that could have cost y'all brothers' lives, man. Y'all like, and it was like 5 of them things. I was like, one, I don't know who y'all are, and two, you don't know who I am. Because what if I was like I just got out, or I'm just some crazy like Omar type from The Wire, like and I just like dropped, I just popped all y'all, man. That y'all life would have been done. All because you just had to say something, man. That's why, like, that's why Sirach even says, like, it's better to slip on the pavement than in the tongue. Shoot, you would slip on the tongue and been dead on the pavement had I been somebody else. And I'm not indulging, I'm not endorsing that, I'm not like condoning that. I'm just saying, like, you can't be like, you can't, it's a certain level. That's why it says, listen, live peaceable with all, man. Like, oh no man nothing but to love him. Always come with that respect. Don't be coming like one, you don't know, like because scriptures say keep far from power the man that kill, or don't underestimate anybody. Like you don't know who that is. Like that's why you always, because you don't know crazy. The thing is too, you never you don't know the next person's mentality, man, the next person's spirit, what they get. Like, listen, man, you don't know that. Like, one, I don't know you and you don't know me, man. So like, yeah, listen, man. So that's the only time like that kind of bothered me, man. That situation. It happened like a month or so ago, but 2 months ago or a month or so ago, man. But other than that, man, I don't really. It doesn't give it to me. That it was more the situation, not what they said. It was just like, yo, man, y'all could have lost their life. Like, of course, I could have lost my life had I. And two, how you react to certain things. And one, just like, that's why that Ecclesiastes 7:21 says, take not every thought of, don't pay attention to every word that's said about you, man. It's like, one, being defined by the Most High house, man. Don't let words get to you, man. Because especially also just in the word or out the word, man. You shouldn't let, like, like other words, like so what somebody said get to you or have you react or saying being quote unquote trigger, man. Like, come on, man. Like, are you serious? Like, how I'm gonna let somebody what they said like, determine my reaction, man. So, now you don't get me wrong, there's times like not trigger per se, but like, okay, you can't be surprised that happened when you said that, but that's where you having rule over your spirit kicks in, having self-control, rule over spirit. That's where that kicks in, so it is what it is. Not saying this condone disrespect, but certain things I already know about, know what, hold your peace and let the Lord fight for you. Actually, that goes into like a video I had some I'm going to do the Lord willing about Absalom and Joab and how kind of talking about what I'm talking about now. But let me get to the point, man, because I'm being loquacious right now, like the guy said in the video, Freddy versus Jason video. But I just wanted to point that out there, man, because it is what it is. Let me get this Job 1:20, because Because Job is a 1:20, yeah, man. So, because like, go to the point, man, that Leviticus 19, that's going into time stream. Because when we let the Egyptians, like, that's talking, and also too, like, being a monk, things and that you're cutting your flesh for the dead, or shaving your head for the dead, or for, like, that's what that's about, man. If you look into that, it's not going into, because you got to think why. Because let's get this too. Let's get to Job chapter 1 verse 20. It says. Job chapter 1 verse 20, it says, because this is how like certain customs and certain laws was around pre Moses, man. Because like when we see it in Lamentations, or like whenever like who when our forefathers or prophets were mourning, or like they ripped sackcloth and things of that nature, that was happening during Job's time. So it says then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground to worship. So yeah, man. So like he shaved his head. So like let's go to Leviticus real quick. So yeah, man. That's just like that's just another area to that, man. It's just not yeah. Leviticus chapter 9 verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your beard, neither shall you mar the you shall not round the corners of your beard, nor you should mar the corners. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Leviticus chapter 19 verse 27. You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither thou shalt mar the corners of thy beard. So yeah, man. That's what it is too. That's why it says, listen, in in the following verse, you shall not make cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man, that's what that's going. It's called for like as in for this as far as in reverence and worship, like like say if you're going to be a monk, or that's Leviticus 19 talking 27 talking about. It's not you just having a bald head, because that's not against. No, that's just if you losing your head, hey, just just take it off, man. You don't have to. I heard certain brothers say, I disagree. Like I ain't gonna say that, but certain brothers, they said, listen, if you just going bald, just have a George Jefferson. You don't gotta do all that. You just you want to say, if you want to keep your hair like that, all right, cool, man. Just move on to the top. I'm playing, I'm joking, but that was just a George Jefferson joke. I ain't watched Jefferson in a minute, but anyway, actually, my grandfather that passed him actually knew him, but all right, okay, I'm going digressing, but point is being that, listen, if you are losing your head, man, you can just shave your ball. It's not really nothing. That's not against the scripture. If you want to keep it like that, or just want to, hey, that's on you. But it's like, just don't let anybody tell you that, because listen, Job 1:20, like we just read, and Job was perfect, faithful man. Like he knew the law, all that stuff, man. But it says, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground of worship. So yeah, man, we see other parts of this in the scriptures, like Lamentations and other part, or in the Most High told Ezekiel to shave off his head and things of that nature. So I know it was in the parabolic way for a reason, but it was for a reason, but that's just is what it is, man. So yeah, man, that's just so that's just another thing about that too. So but yeah, man, hopefully it's edifying. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. So peace.